Hello to my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. You know what, Geminis? I actually filmed a video for you all earlier. And I know there was a second part to the video. So funny. There's a second part to the video. But I went back and listened to it. It doesn't matter. We're here now. So hello. Hello to all of my Geminis. Happy holiday season. In case you all haven't noticed, a lot of people have their decorations out already. Wow. We haven't gotten to October 31st. People have their decorations. A lot of people are excited about decorating, so I guess they're sending out the communication to everybody that they are ready for some good news, some holiday cheer. So, all right, you deserve the best. You deserve the best. Absolutely, you deserve the best. All right. So that's right. Send out that good energy to people. So you think everybody deserves the best, and that's a good way of looking at everything, right? So, that means that you're learning how to make room for the energies that don't believe that you deserve the best in any capacity. So you don't want to keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. You want your enemies out of your circle altogether because you want to make room for people who want the best for you. And that's just it. That's just on that. You want to be surrounded by people who genuinely want the best for you because you want the best for others, right? You're not making room. That's child's play. I want to keep my friends close and enemies closer. Why? Why would you want to do that? You want to be surrounded by good cheer. You want to be surrounded by people who you want to wake up and say, you know what, I feel good about. When I speak to people, I want to be looking over my shoulders. I want to be in good standing spiritually with people. I just want to be in good space, right? Yeah, lay your head down at night, all of that. So here we have 3 of Cups here. Yeah, so, yeah, you're grateful you're in celebratory mode. This is you here. This is, even if it's just me, myself, and I, this is you right here in celebratory mode, right? So people are talking, lips are moving. People believe that you deserve the best because that's what you want for other people. Like, people, like, who out here hating on people at a certain age? Like, what? That's tired, that's lame, that's low vibrational. Who is out here hating on people? Who has time for that? Some people, but not you. Yeah. You send out good energy, that's what's going to come back to you. You know, that's what I'm saying. You got some people out here, I'm telling y'all, it's some extravagant decorations out here already. I'm talking about people got their trees out, like decorated in their yards. They probably got boxes of stuff in their in their spaces in their homes where they just can't wait to put the decorations out. I'm like, man, we're not at October 31st, but some people, they love that. Some people really, to each his own. That's to each his own. But it gets people to talking, right? It gets people, I know I like talking about it. I'm like, man, that is nice. Just driving through and looking, it gets me to talking. Like, this is nice. This is beautiful. It gives you ideas. It lets you know that there are people who are out here feeling like, hey, they want to be surrounded by people who want to see them thrive. People who are, excited that they put their decorations and things out. Who wants to be around haters? What's the challenge here? Yeah. Yep. You left behind. You moved away from people who, that's a challenge. You moved away from people who were trying to have you walking around like you had the weight of the world on your shoulders. That's where you moved from. This is you. You moved from around those types of energies that made you feel like you had the weight of the world on your shoulders. People who like to talk about people behind their backs. You know, people who, when you spoke something into existence, you're going back to school, you're going to move. You know, believing in your dreams. They were talking about you behind your back. So release them. Just release them, Gemini. Just release them, whoever they are. And I'm talking to you wherever Gemini falls in your birth chart. Do yourself a favor. Release them. Just release them. And get fixated on releasing them too. Just release them. Raise your frequency. That's what when you talking to people. No more of this. Keep my friends close. Keep my enemies closer. Ditch that. Release it. Let that go. You've been holding on to that too long. Let that go. You ain't responsible for holding somebody else's energy. No, you're not. Walking around like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Staying close to people that are your enemies. They letting you know. They talk about people behind their back because they You've heard them talk about other people as soon as they leave the room. You're like, nah, I don't want those type of energies around me. They don't want the best for people. Right? So find out what your zodiac sign is in your 10th house. Find out what your zodiac sign is in your 10th house. Right? So that's not your responsibility to carry their emotions on your back. Yeah, so yeah, strength card is the distant past. Yeah, you could have felt like you were always in, like you were somebody was waiting to pounce on something. Like you could have felt like you were in a lion's den, right? You just had to be strong around these energies. You're already a strong person because you're a prayer warrior. So you're very responsible, but you're not responsible for carrying their emotions on your back. This is like carrying somebody's jugs of water up a hill. Y'all know how heavy water is? Like, could you imagine, like, you go buy water from, you go buy water in bulk, and unless you have one of those, like carts with wheels on them so that you can wheel them into your home or whatever the case may be, if you got to carry it, you know how heavy water is? That's what it is, like carrying people's emotions, but on your back. Like, so they sitting around gossiping and you're sitting there listening to their emotions. You carrying that heaviness up a hill. You trying to get on the elevator. You trying to walk up the steps with other people's emotions on your back, trying to be strong for them because they decided, you know, remember, your card is the Lover's card, right? So you can switch up real easily. You can be in receiving or sending mode, right? Easily, right? So Source is saying you deserve the best. And so now it's time to just drop all of this. Drop all of that weight. Just drop that weight. Drop it off. Just let it go. Release it. Release it. Everybody's not like that. Some people know you're a strong person. They know. But when you start letting people know, hey, listen, you want the best for everybody, they start seeing that you're responsible. You're not out here hating on people, talking about people behind their back, trying to sleep with people's spouse, messing around with their girlfriend or boyfriend, like just doing all kinds of sneaky stuff behind people's back. People see how strong you are. People have your back. They see. So people believe you deserve the best. You're very fortunate. You're very, very fortunate. Source has you where you need to be. You're very, very fortunate that people have your back. And also, people see how strong you are. People see how strong you are. And they see that people were lying on you behind your back. People were talking about you behind your back. People see. So you can defend your decision to move on without even coming across as defensive. You can go ahead and close it out because now people are asking why. Because they don't have a leg to stand on. These energies, they don't have a leg to stand on. They so busy talking about, they lying about you behind your back. Oh, this person, they've been gossiping and all of that other stuff. They're responsible for this and that. And so now they're in survival mode. These energies, these three energies, they're the ones that's in survival mode because they are responsible for doing the very same things that they said you and two other people were responsible for. But you were by yourself. You by yourself. So you're me, myself, and I. So they put you in a lion's den by yourself, right? So now they're responsible for what they said you was responsible for. So you're the one that's fortunate here. So here's the Empress card. I see your abundance and your prosperity growing. So congratulations to you. This is you right here. You carry their emotions on your back long enough. You are like whoever you are. You are like the energy that is a nurturer to the world. You know, like this compassionate energy. People see you as very responsible. That you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge. That you've gone through many rebirths is what people are seeing. That you've gone through many rebirths. So you deserve the best. I'm telling you, whoever you are, people really want to see you really thrive. This is not somebody being in survival mode. People really want to see you thrive. People want to see you build a home. They see you building. They see you. Like their third eye sees you, right? So here we have this Queen of Swords here. So this is your, the influences on you. Yeah, you got other people in common. The same thing. Same thing. You got people in common with the same thing. right? External and environmental influences. There could be a Capricorn you have in common with somebody. So, and people are talking. I see your abundance and your prosperity growing. So people could see that you have somebody who could be kind of sort of restricted in some way, shape, form, or fashion, like by the people that they're around. They could be linking up with certain people that they're talking to about something, right? Certain things. It could be a community that they're part of, So people see that you're a very strong person. What about your hopes and fears here? What about your hopes and fears? Here's the Two of Cups here. Yeah. So I'm saying soulmate energy here. Yeah, I'm saying soulmate energy here. You're trying to put the past behind you. You're trying to put the past behind you with something. Things are going to flow between you and somebody. Believe it or not, things are going to flow between you and somebody. But somebody could have been chained to a lie about something. Of just like gossip. Hearing gossip. What about the outcome? Yeah, outcome. Somebody could have known that they were baited into something. Yeah, that's the thing though. You could have known that you were baited into something by possibly a Leo moon. Something very unhealthy and very wounding around something sacred sex and something around money. Like you could have been baited into a conversation around something you could know about a person who likes to record everything. Like, so basically to try to use it as leverage to make you responsible for something. This is what I'm seeing here. Like somebody could have recorded a conversation, like y'all sitting around, you thinking the conversation is a sacred conversation and they're sitting around recording something. So just in case you say, just in case you become really good friends with somebody and they're like, oh, but did you know this about them? So they feel like they always have something on you. This is what I'm saying, like keeping your friends close, but keeping your enemies out of your circle, right? So once you have a feeling that somebody would do that to you and you let them get that close, you have these intimate conversations with people. That's why sometimes when you in mid-sentence and you forget something, the source is trying to tell you, your angels are saying stop. Just stop. Stop talking. Somebody in that circle is a Sagittarius. Somebody in that circle is a Sagittarius that you always thought would have your back with something. And you really felt fortunate to be around them. But now that something has come to an end, they're asking why. But something about their energy, like how news travels when they get mad. Something about how somebody gossips when they get mad, kind of a wild card energy right here. And so somebody that you may have been in a circle with could be kind of tactless, restless, and irresponsible. So how information could get back to people, right? And so this is the Five of Wands here. That's how people realize they're baited into something, right? They realize at some point they were being baited into something, right? In the spiritual sense. So somebody could be really, really good at like turning up the heat in the spiritual sense with people. You're like emotionally making people angry, like where you're sitting there, they playing tricks on your mind. So in a sense, it could come through whatever you're watching on social media, right? It's not by coincidence that certain things are popping up in your feed, and now you're all riled up and mad and feel like there's a sense of urgency, right? You're hearing all of these videos about certain things they popping up in your feed. This is the Three of Cups here, reflecting some kind of the way people are talking, like you've been bullied, people have been talking about this and so on and so forth, and now you got something playing on your mind, so you got to stop everything and you got to go race to something, right? Then you realize, okay, somebody was recording something, and so it's like to use it as leverage, just in case you befriend someone and tell somebody certain things. They like, but you said you were responsible for something too, right? That's what Source is trying to tell you. Find out what your demons are. Put all of that behind you. If your demons are you talking to people and you know that you're a person that's responsible, unless you're a person that's can back up what you said. If you said it once, you can say it again. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. That's how I felt at the time, and be ready to apologize to a person. You know what? I was wrong, whatever. Source is trying to tell somebody here, but keeping these energies that are enemies, that have been exposed as enemies close, that's not going to, because you deserve the best. That's what you're making room for. You don't want that around you, your kids, and you're also, and it passes off a message to your kids too, that it's okay. Like mom or dad, they keep people around them, and these people talk about people behind their back. I know they talk about my mom or dad. It just sends off a confusing message to your kids as well, if you have kids, or even mentees or little brothers and sisters. They confused. The curse is now broken. So he apologizes for betraying you. So somebody has a very envious spirit. Yeah, somebody feel like they can control you. They feel like, you belong to them. So check your request list again. They apologize for hurting you, whoever they are, right? But ask Source for clarity. Yeah, so they want to call you, but they haven't changed. Yeah, so don't worry about it. This is where you pull out the sword and just say, hey, you wish them the best, but you're cutting them off. Get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. So your new home awaits. And so, yeah, your ex has something to do with this. She apologizes for betraying you. It's time to start dating again for somebody. The new one is extra special. So congratulations to you, whoever you are. Again, you deserve the absolute best. Yeah, but all of these people believe whatever your ex said about you, and how you were able to move somewhere. They all sitting around in a circle talking, being contaminated by your ex, knowing that your ex is an enemy, and you didn't know it at first, I guess, whoever, that your ex is an enemy, child, whatever. Couldn't see something from a higher frequency, but they saying it now that you pull out your sword. So that's why they're apologizing, because you figured something out. But that's okay. You're feeling quite fortunate because you've gotten stronger now. You're not sitting around gossiping with people. Somebody gonna ask you when you're asking certain energies. Okay, this right here could look like you could have gone to, maybe you could be sitting around patronizing somebody's business. You could have been getting your nails done or hair done, or you could have been in some kind of a space where you were patronizing some people's business or whatever. You could have been sitting around, maybe like drinking tea with someone, or something you could have been doing. Maybe you could have been hanging out with them. This is why some people don't have friends, because people don't trust them. They keep saying, I wish I had some friends to go hang out. I don't have nobody to hang out with. They're recording every conversation. They're using it against people as leverage. It can't... Instead of going to get some healing and saying, okay, I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable. I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable. And that's the equal frequency that they on. They use this stuff against people. It's going to be a one and a done. So sanctity. So yeah. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Yeah, this could be in a religious setting. Somebody could have been friends with somebody in a religious setting, right? So somebody is learning. Somebody is really, really learning to grow their abundance and their prosperity. And just by